We don't, I would say the next 72 hours plus. I mean, the tensions are high all over the world. There must be some kind of like, witches or warlocks or, I don't know, magicians who are like cranking up the plasma energy, the electricity. I mean, it's so weird. We have all these people that seem to have our interest, talking to governments of the world at hand. You know what's so amazing is that they don't seem to see or care about anything but their fantasy. I mean, their fantasy. Isn't that weird? Isn't that really weird? And we go, well, okay. Isn't I elected that person, or he or she knows. But wait a minute. Look at that cat again. My cat is the biggest mouth in the world. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. I know what's wrong with her. She thinks that she is an opera singer. And she is. She's been singing for 16 years so far. She loves to sing. Well, she was quiet for the first 5 years or so. Man, that's a story. Maybe for the first year she was quiet while she was, kitten and growing up. But she loves to sing. Loves to sing. Her spirit must have been in the opera a few reincarnations ago, and she must have did something because she's a cat now. What you think? Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you think that you're going to get reincarnated? And if you were going to be reincarnated, would you be reincarnated back to this planet? That's another thing too. In the midst of all these crazies, war, gloom, we also have, we're supposed to be getting alien disclosure. I mean, they're pushing whoever it is, pushing the strings. They're pushing everything on us at once. It's very hard to have relationships with people. It's very hard to even, this pins and needles crap that we're all going through. It's very strange, isn't it? Don't you think it's strange? Is it affecting your life? It makes me think about who's lucid, who's sane, and who's nuts. And it seems to be a lot of the leaders are buzzo, nuts. Europe, United States, Australia, Asia. I mean, you would think that everybody just wants to be cool. I want to eat. I want to sleep. I want to have, good friends over. I want to enjoy myself. But, this pirate, Captain Kidd stuff going around is so strange. So strange. It's like everybody's like going, just lost it. Just lost it. Here at Mystic Moons, we do a lot of reading. We do read a lot of thinking, and a lot of, the hardest thing in the world to do, I think, is to think abstractly. Not just think about like, I need to eat, I need to do this, I need to do that, but to think about, try and jump out of yourself and think about where us, humans, people are headed for, and what is you can get pretty sinister. And then there's so much talk of cannibalism. Hello, Tracy. How are you? How are you doing? Are you perplexed with what's going on, or just puzzled? I would like someone to tell me, are there sane countries? Are there sane people leading these countries? And where are we going? You would just think that I want the best for everybody. I do want the best for everybody. But you would think that a leader would want the best for everybody. Europe wants to go to war with Russia. That's bullshit. United States wants to go to war with South America, Central America, Middle East. It's crazy. It's nuts. I'm glad you're okay. That's okay. Yeah. It's like, it's just so on another level or a lower level. I think these people should be like reprimanded, They should be putting it in a straitjacket for anybody's declaring war on somebody else. You owe me, like you owe me. Can you imagine if we all went to some strangers and go, I don't like the way you look. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me. Or I want what you have. Give me that shirt. Give me that jacket. Give me those shoes. Give me your job. You see how nutty it all is? I mean, even our own, as you know, Mystic Moons is an American in the United States. And we have a president who relates, like uh, comic books. Comic books, I mean, talking tough, bullying, and a pirate, and it's just so much rituals going on. On some level, I mean, somebody's looking at the planets and the stars and the asteroids, whatever, and just concocting some kind of mumbo jumbo, and just deciding to drink some cinnamon and some garlic and chicken livers, and deciding who goes and who stays. It's bloody weird. It's bloody weird. Hello, changes. How are you? Yeah. So I mean, I mean, what can you? I mean, how can you just keep your head together? Really, you can even ask yourself that. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, you know, and to navigate love and career and where you're going is something strange. Ooh, somebody's advertising Bleach anime. Well, we give him a plug. Maybe. Has anybody seen the latest Bleach? Uh, well, 1,000 Year War. Bleach is the only anime, I think, maybe you agree, that the quality is the same. It's the same. They haven't, I mean, they stepped up. They seem to have the original artist. And the story plot is good. I mean, it gets kind of complicated, but like not like other animes. But we live in an anime reality. In Gundam with Elon Musk, I'm sure watches anime all the time. Still called wearables. I'm sure Donald Trump does too, because 6G is deployed. We have 5G right now, and 5G is crap because I have like X amount of servers, and it still stinks. There's only like a certain time that it's good. However, 6G is guaranteed to go with the wearables. Now, do you want like some hole in the back of your head like the Matrix? Or do you want some thing hooked up like Star Trek? Who's that? The Borg, that one that was human and half machine or partial machine. I mean, we live in a sci-fi world. We do. We do live in a sci-fi world. Well, thank goodness that you can go back to Bleach and find them all over the internet changes. I mean, Bleach is great. Bleach is great. I mean, it doesn't give you don't get like I mean, even though it does have big tits and you get this eye candy type of thing, but it still keeps the the strain of human greed and human wanting and stuff like that. Which when you see like the Marvel comic books characters, you get so much of that like CGI, boom, 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 pyrotechnics and the colors. I don't know who their colorist is in a lot of these Marvel things, but the colors clash. They're not even complementary. I mean, I think they are. Maybe they have the machines, the toaster ovens, AI, choosing everything. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. Do you think you're going to be impacted by AI? Right? Do you? Do you really think so? Was AI affecting you? Isn't it strange? So now we all know, okay, Mystic Moons has a lot of tech and, tech. We've been very involved in technology, back end, front end, all that stuff. And in other words, we know what we're talking about when we talk about the people involved in technology. And they've been called nerds before, but now they're not so much called nerds. But have you seen, but you remember, these guys like to play with dolls. Hey, how are you, the holy, what's your last? Holy Arch Empire. I love your name, the Holy Arch Empire. Does it have real arches or are they horns? Yes. So, are you ready for? It's AI. This AI stuff is really, what AI is. They say it can think, it could reason. I mean, you have this blow up doll, and you have silicon flesh, and with like male or female, and it walks around dressed with a costume you want to put it in. It's in your house. It's in your bed if you want it. It's in your job thing. It's everywhere, and they act like this is the great Masuza. This is the thing. The thing. I mean, AI is nothing but a mathematical slot machine. And personally, how many activities as a human, you, me, do we actually do? We eat, we sleep, we smile, we frown, we hiss, not hiss, kitties hiss. We give that kind of feeling. And they act like, wow, look at this doll. Now, they've had dolls for decades and decades and decades that could walk. Chatty Cathy, uh, dolls that move their hands and you pulled a string. I mean, there's like dolls that have tape. In other words, it's a lonely society. It's trying to compensate for being a lonely society. I mean, even playing with a doll. Did you ever see like a little kid, like a little kid, like 2 or 3 years old, see their doll for the first time? You should watch their observance. They look at that thing that says, it has a head like me. It has, arms and legs and fingers and toes. And it's mushy. It's mushy. Now, how are you? I mean, and then here we have grown adults, 20s, 30s, 40s, etc., having these 6 feet or 5 feet dolls, accompanying them and talking to them. Even, did you ever see like these people that have these chat box things, bots that talk to you all day. Hello, welcome home, handsome. I've been waiting for you. As the guy, I mean, do you need that? Or, hello, baby, I've been waiting for you. Try to make my voice loud. I mean, something is really kind of weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird how we're being swayed? Excuse me. I guess speaking in that bot voice kind of like hollowed out my voice for a moment. Yes, I mean, you have like this weird type of love the pretend, love Planet America. Come to Planet America. I guess each country, Planet France, Planet England. You just love the artificial. Welcome to you and your doll or robot. I mean, I like the word doll. Of course, now I want a robot. If I was to have a robot, I want him to be a buff man and I want him to be partially dressed. You know what I mean? I want to be able to, that's a nice looking doll. I mean, as of now, I have like mannequins I draw from. I put them in action figures, standard. But I can have a big one of that too. But I don't think I want it to move by itself. I'd rather adjust the limbs myself. I just like that kind of control. But if it was to move by itself, Don't make me uneasy. I'd rather have a cheetah or a tiger, even a raccoon, something. I like nature. I like butterflies, a fish, a fish. What do you think? Do you like that kind of stuff? Hello, how are you, Scorpio likes? Well, anyway, now you see where I'm going. Now, how can you pull it together? I mean, you could ignore every single thing that's happening all over the world, or, the world, your leaders are doing. But sooner or later, it's biting. Like you look at those gas in the United States, elsewhere, Asia, Europe. Those gasoline prices are really jumping, 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 jumping. And this is only day 64 of the war. Of the war. And maybe the Straits of Hormuz have been closed for like 60 days or 55 days, something like that. And you can't blame, I mean, you know, it's pretty bossy, I think, for the United States to come, to come and 10,000 miles away and say, you do it my way. That's bossy. That's real bossy. Really bossy. And, that's really bossy. I mean, Iranians are minding their own business. They're doing what they're, Iranian things. I mean, that's like, me knocking on your door and barging in and saying, you do it this way. Read a book. Exercise. So, whatever. You have to do this my way and only listen to my talk. I mean, it's a little far out. It's a little weird, isn't it? It's a little weird. It's a little weird. So this is the weirdness. And then at the same time, people, you do know that okay, you all know that the Earth is practically 5 billion, put all those zeros in, years old, right? And we've been gifted with only recorded history of maybe 600 years, 6,000 years. And of course, they have much more time than that. But these controllers that like saying we must be stupid, especially here in the United States. In the United States, they love you stupid. If you can't get stupid enough, just think about your stomach, your genitals, and once in a while take a bath. I mean, basically. That's basically it. And just say yes and no when you're supposed to say yes and no, according to, well, collectivist thought. Collectivist thought. Collectivist thought. You know what that means, don't you? We'll tell you what to say through the TV commercials. I was in this I was in this coffee house today. And, all right, so there was a couple of women, and they had the same hairdo that I have seen on the cable commercials. And I thought, gee, these women never wore their hair that way before, but now that they got the okay, now they're wearing their hair that way. And I thought, whoa, gee, that's different. I mean, is that monkey see, monkey do? What do you think? What do you think? Thank you for the likes. I'm getting the likes anyway. Well, nobody has anything to say. Nobody wants to converse or join in this conversation. Don't be scared. I don't bite. I won't bite you. I won't put any type of spell on you. I just want to open your eyes and I want you to, what's your secret? But we do know something's happening. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for what's going to happen? And we've heard these stories, and you can say, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. But are we going to have a choice? Big question. Are we going to have a choice? And that answer is where you stand right now today. Where do you stand? They tell you be prepared. Okay, you can go get some cans, some extra toilet paper, stuff like that. But then again, let's say you got like about 1 month's supply of this and that. But then again, maybe somebody comes and says, I'm going to take what you have. I'm going to be a pirate like Donnie the president. Mm-hmm. Right. Especially since, these cities are becoming, Chicago, LA, New York City are becoming hellholes, right? They just get into their little jalopy, their motorcycle, and they just like come over and take over your place. A bunch of them, a gang of them, Mad Max, right? There's a reason they keep on playing these same post-apocalyptic type of stuff. They want to set the pattern. So even if you didn't think about it, you will think about it, right? You will think about it. So it's all this predictive and subconscious training, subconscious. The message that we are just very programmable. That's why you have to really stand up and see, what do you want? What do you really, 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 really want? And what are you prepared? Prepared for what? Are you strong? Are you sitting around eating pizza or, pancakes and subs and just like, channel surfing? Or are you just sitting up worrying and praying, oh, I don't want it to happen to me, or it's not my fault, or it's not my business, or it's not this, it's not that. But what if we have no choice? Think about those Iranians out there getting blasted. And then they have this maniacs all over the world who want to do them in. Why? You know why, of course. But the big rumor is, now we all know, once again, we all know that history, our history, you, mine, and everybody else's history, goes back further than a few hundred years of that we're told. Now, great civilizations and empires have gone and went. And many, many things they want to keep secret because the stupider we all are, the better we're controlled. I'm going to put the fear of the bejesus in you, and you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared. That's why they show, all these scary movies all the time to make you scared and spook you. And you read the news and it's all about like so-and-so got murdered, so-and-so got killed, things like that. Things like that. But it's more complicated than just that because they have to dig that stuff up. How many times do people are really nice? You don't rarely hear about that. That's not news. That's, what is it? Gossip? Gossip. Or, it always has to be something that's laid or put on a, take this, take this, take this, take this. Now, how can you expect someone who's making $5 million a month tell you what's really going on? Now, Trump is going around saying that we have the best economy, the best this, the best, the greatest, the most fabulous. Of course. When's the last time he went shopping? When's the last time he, did anything for himself? Maybe never, never, never. Does he drive the car himself? No. Right. Did he, it's just so weird. Being a leadership is a very, 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 very strange thing. Affecting other people with charisma, affecting other people with good feelings, and the right feelings, self, self investigation, self curiosity, or to stifle people and say, be afraid, boo, put the boogeyman in them, put the scary thing, right? Spooking people, making them fearful of others, and not trusting. I don't think this is the way that we're supposed to live. Do you? Do you? Well, anyway, if you want a reading, I'm here. And I'm prepared to dive into your aura, your ether, and find out exactly what that big thing is coming in your life. What that something pivotal that you should know what is going to happen, because things are happening now. They really are. And you don't want to be unprepared for when you see that moment. Chances things don't come around in your favor, in your grasp all the time. Sometimes there are moments, and this moment, like when I saw this pussycat, this little pussycat, this little calico, she was very wee little girl, very wee. Could your head? Yeah. And she was on a riverbank, she was with her little mother who looked no more than 6 months old. And she was with she had, a couple other mates. And I thought, my goodness, she's by the river. And who's going to take care of her? So I managed to get her and her brother. I tried to get the other ones too, but they were they weren't having it. They weren't having it. There she goes. I mean, there are moments when something's going to come into your life. It could be something nice. It could be something that you should know tomorrow night. Like, what do you think the world is changing. The world is changing. The old guard is over. Old people, and I mean young people with old thoughts too. I'm not talking about like decency, old values. I'm talking about old thinking. Old thinking. The world has changed, and a lot of people are not going to be able to handle that. Even the fact that we've been finding out more and more about cannibalism. So-and-so is eating this person and that person. And we thought that only Indonesia, only, Africa, people ate each other, cannibals, but then we're finding out that's something different. That's something very, very different. Global. Aha. Yes, I can. You had a job interview. Ah. Let's see. Job interview. How's it going to be? It's hard to get a job these days. A lot of people are getting laid off. Aren't they? Because we want to play with dolls and robots. And we obviously don't want to succeed in our businesses, because I like humans. I don't care if they're stanky. I don't care if they're fat and ugly or skinny and beautiful, or vice versa. I want humans. I want people. I like people. It feels so much nicer when, you're dealing with a person, even if they're grumpy and then they're like, I had a bad day. Well, fine. I have bad days too, and so do you. So, a job interview. Let's see, global. How would it be? No. Let's see. Well, this one looks more. Let me see. Let's try this one. Well, let's see about that job interview. This is like this one. Let's just do 4 cards and let's see. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Now maybe I can finally get those treats for my pussycat as she's sitting on my lap, kneading it with her freshly cut nails. She made my thighs look like I had peppercorns on them before I cut her nails. All right. All right, we'll see what this does. Job. All right. Oops. This one wants to come out. Wait a second. Which of these two? Actually, neither. This one. All right. We'll begin. Now let's see. Okay. The first card we get is Strength. Well, obviously, they take you as a very strong candidate. They need what you have. So you're in contention. And that's a major arcana, of course. You see that. We all see that. The next card that we get. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Meaning that they think you're more advanced, but they're wondering if you can sustain yourself on the money they're offering. Or they're ready to do an offer, one or the other. The money, they think that the salary they offered is the best they can do, which they're kind of like, they know somebody with real experience would want some more. And they also know that our dollar is collapsing, right? Our dollar is collapsing. USD is different, but still there's an offer. So you have the strength card and you have the amount of money that the position pays. And then we have here the Queen of Pentacles. Well, I would take that as a feeling of like what you could offer them, and together you could grow. The growth, the Queen of Pentacles. I would take it as earth energy, growing energy. Also, of course, we all want to make more revenue. You need somebody who makes sense, understands, and the goal is to make more money. More money for the company is more money for everyone. Next one I got is we have the Page of Pentacles. Gee, a lot of pentacles, right? Knight, Queen, and Page. Again, I would take a page as an aspiration, the general scope of things. New way to go. We're beginning something different. Well, it seems to be very interesting, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And the Fool. No, the Pace. No, not the Fool. Almost similar to the pose. This is the Page of Swords. Well, I think you'll probably be hearing from them soon. Yes. Well, they view you as a strong candidate. I would say that, of course. They're also they're a little sensitive about the money they're offering. However, we shall see. Something is going on. Something. It's cool. Looks good. I would say that you'll hear from them soon. Well, you probably know what you're talking about. As you know, Mystic Moons has already said, you've got to have confidence in yourself and praise your own self before somebody else can praise you. Because everybody likes a winner, right? They like somebody who talks the talk, not somebody who mumbles, or maybe. This is not the time for maybe. It's the time for, yes, I can. As I think Obama once said, yes, I can, or yes, we can. And then you took a reverse and went, something zombie-like. However, the point is you've got to have confidence and self-love. I don't mean they're kissing yourself like, our cartoon comic strip president does. I don't mean that. I mean, you have to be confident in yourself, in your skin. You got to look in the mirror and that's your answer, right? No matter what you look like, that's your answer. And be proud. Be proud. Be proud of that. That you can look at things and say, I'm okay. I'm all right. I know what I'm talking about. So, thank you again, Global. And yes, it is important for women. Don't let anybody, Don't let anybody put you down. Male and female. Don't let anybody put you down. I don't care what you're after, what you're doing. Don't be an arrogant buzzo. No. I'm talking stand your ground, be proud of who you are and what your accomplishments are. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, if anybody else would like a reading, I'm here and ready to dive into your aura, your ether, and find out what that big thing is. Something's going on. This is the time of change. Good change? You have to make it good. Make it good. Keep your head together.